Hello and welcome to my class on bioinformatics. Today we will understand the various details about biological databases. Welcome again to this class on biological databases. As I told you earlier, biological databases are the storehouses of information on which all the data regarding biological sciences is made available. Whatever data, information that you require about biological sciences for your research, for your medical inventions is easily, freely available online in different servers called biological databases. The data is regarding proteomics, microarray, phylogenetics, any subject, and the data is structured, searchable, updated and cross-referred. Store, search, display, execute, analyze, collect, exchange, communicate. These are the activities on biological databases. There's a consortium called INSDC of all the major databases. The databases are classified into type of data, type of entry, organization, availability, curator. These are the different classification of different databases. There is enormous amount of data available in different databases every day being collected. This is the data on GenBank. So there are two important things about a database: identifier or accession code. Whatever data that you submit is made available in this form. There are something called metadatabases, which are nothing but database of databases. There are three levels in databases. One is data and database and the user. And this is the list of the databases. I have also created some databases. grepor and BDB are my databases. There are different categories of databases, as you can see here. And this is the literature database on bibliographic databases, where all the published papers are available. And these are the medical databases about the bibliography of medical sciences. Bibliographic databases, PubMed is the most important one. Apart from that, there are many other. Databases are broadly classified into primary and secondary. GenBank is primary database. This is the GenBank flat file. This is how the information on GenBank available. This is EMBL EBI, European Molecular Biology Laboratory. So this is the database that is very important, available in Europe, and this is about the genome division of the EMBL. So components of database, actually there are four levels: data, storage system, query system and information system. Data is available in the form of GenBank flat file. Storage is available in boxes, Oracle and things like that. And we have the query system. Query system is there. SQL grep is used for query system. And finally the information system, where you collect the information, is either through Google or through Entridge. So you can make it available through Google. So protein sequence databases, SwissProt is very important one for us, and which is actually linked to all the other databases that are available with regard to the proteins. And it is one important database about SwissProt is Tremble. So SwissProt is connected to different databases, basically connected to EMBL. This is Protein Data Bank. All the information about protein is available in Protein Data Bank, and this is the protein that I worked on and I submitted on Protein Data Bank, and my ID is 2H5T. I worked on MAGI1, a cancer-related protein, and the whole protein is now available on Protein Data Bank. And whenever you work on a protein, made a discovery on a protein, you can upload it in Protein Data Bank. So you can see my protein here. This is the genomics databases. There are a number of genomic databases, and one important database on is OMIM, Online Mendelian Inheritance in Man, and all these are the databases regarding mutation and polymorphism. These are the databases on man. We have different databases on man. This is an important database on called BLAST. BLAST is a very important tool This is the whole genome sequences databases. We call it as GOLD. GOLD is Genome Online Data. This is biological data bank which I have created in St. Joseph's College. Thank you for watching this video on biological databases. Actually, there is humongous amount of information available online, and there's plenty of data also is available. What I have presented in this video is very little actually. It is only the tip of the iceberg, and in the due course of time we will learn more and more about biological databases and bioinformatics. Thank you. Thank you very much for watching this video. I also thank all those resources from where I collected the information to prepare this video. So if you subscribe to my channel, you will get alerts about whenever I release my new e-content or video. Thank you very much.